Just a quick video describing how the tower went up on the weekend and how easy it was. I'm sorry I didn't get a video of it at the time, but I was just standing there amazed by it before I had the opportunity to whip my camera out. We went with 5 sections, and they were built on the ground. The tower base was positioned in such a way that the tower was facing north to facilitate a clear approach from a vehicle here. As you know, it's a rocky outcrop up there, and this was really the only direction that a car can closely come up to the base and then manoeuvre to where it needs to be for winching. So this is where Wayne basically took over, and he put in another section that we had spare on the base like this. So this is similar to Dave's tank method, which he illustrated to us in a video only about a week and a half ago. But instead of having a rod here, a support here, or a riser, not sure what you would call that, Wayne just installed a section here. And he did this off his own bat. He just came in and we saw him putting this in here and balancing it. Now initially he placed the winch hook here, but Kevin said no, we want to go up one section and hook it there. And the entire idea was this to fall away. By the time it had fallen away, the load would have equalised enough to complete the winch. The guy wires for the 4 blocks, the 4 outer blocks, were obviously already attached and ready to go. And there were also 2 people in the form of Tony and Dave from Derby's positioned to just hold the tower in a position in case the load possibly pulled up the blocks and the whole lot toppled this way. That was just something that we thought might happen. It was something that I thought could happen, even though there was a very minimal risk of that happening. But it was important, we thought, that once the tower came up and then lowered down on the base, it had to go on the base gently. It had to tilt down gently, and then we put the locking pin in. When the plate came down, I then put the locking pin in the plate, and then we had Dave and Tony off in this direction, just making sure that the tower didn't, for some reason, then pull the blocks up and then topple the tower off in this direction. It never seemed to have, during this procedure, even look like doing that, but we did that for safety anyway. So Wayne started hauling on the winch, and it went up real easily. This started moving backwards and then just fell away. It just fell away. Clampett was underneath the tower, right, just with his hands on it, watching it, guiding it up. The other thing we were wary of was any twisting motion here at the plate and at the hinge. We didn't want the tower twisting left to right or in a circular fashion, and because we knew that the load was going to be fairly substantial. We figured the load could be fairly substantial on the blocks. Okay, and so we took into account that it needed to be straight up, it needed to be gradual, and that the landing, once the plate went down, should also be soft. So Clampett was pulling back on this as it came vertical, and I was on the other side just on standby with the locking pin. It went down nice and gentle. Tony and Dave had the ropes on this side, just, you know, making sure that it wasn't going to go this way. I put the pin down, and then Kevin went around and tightened up all the guy wires.